Hello there, my name is Luke Parnell and I'm the designer of Rezbol, the trick taking game. So I'm just making this video so I'll sort of show you how to make the print and play materials. So this is the field. This was, I printed out both sides of the field. It's 8.5 by 11-inch piece of paper, as you can see. I just cut it out and taped it together. It's a slightly older version of the field than the one that's in the files, but all the squares are exactly the same. I just improved like the scoring zone, and I put the midfield and end zone. And so for the pawns I'm using for the game, you can use anything you want. You use meeples, pawns, whatever. But I got these cool little pawns from, I backed Roth on Kickstarter, and I ordered the metal troops. And the metal troops, the deluxe version, came with the two expansion factions. I didn't order the expansion factions, so I've got all these cool little pawns now that I can use. So I'm gonna use these for this game, and you can use whatever you want. And for the scoring discs, I'm just using these little sort of bingo tickers. Like I said, I'm an amateur board game designer, so I have all kinds of stuff like this. You can use whatever you want. Just sort of go like that. It'll be like the disc. So if this was the offensive faction, I would just put center like that. And so if you're on offense, you put all your tokens on the O spaces. And if you're on defense, you put all your factions on the D spaces. Like that. So I'm basically going to show you how to set up the game today once you print it out. So I printed out for your sake all the other reference sheets. So this is the goal and save reference sheets. And so basically I'm just going to cut this in half. And each player or each team will get one. And you're always going from left to right. So if you're going from left to right, that means that your goal will be on your left side. So this one will be facing me since I'm going left to right. And the other player will also be going left to right, but from the other side. So I'll put that there. So that'll be for their goals and saves. And the next reference sheet I'll put out, and I'm going to cut these out live, so hopefully it's not too tedious. And so this is the shootout deck. So as per the rules, after each trick, so there's 9 tricks in the game. And after each trick, you'll put 2 cards from the trick, one in the goal and save deck and one in the shootout deck. And so at the end of the game, you'll have 9 cards in the shootout deck. So if the game ends in a tie, you'll have 3 3-card poker hands. And as you can see on the reference sheet for the shootout deck, basically it's when you start the game, you'll deal 9 cards to the space. And after each trick, you'll put 1 card each here. So that's a total of 18 cards. You divide by that by 3 by 6. That means in one game, you'll have either 6 shots or 6 saves. And on here, it has the 3-card poker hands, the rank of the suits, and just different rules for shots. And so in this game, every time you play a card, basically what you'll do is you'll move. So like, for example, if you play an ace, you can move 3. If you play a king, you can move 1, so on and so forth. Then a joker, which is also the striker, which I'll show you in a minute. I'll probably stop the video after this just to cut out the, I'll show you. So for this, you just cut this in half. And then I put a little fold down there. So just fold this. And so on this side just sort of shows you turn order, so on and so forth, different passes, indirect passes, so on and so forth. These are the card movement values, so you keep this with you when you're playing the game. If you're playing 2v2, then print out 2 of these so that each player can have 1, or you can just put it between you. That there. Okay, and so the reason I'm going to stop the video and start it up again is because I'm going to basically cut these out. You don't need to watch me cutting all these out, but this is the last of the reference sheets that come in the print and play. There's a striker, and I'll explain them all in a second. Thanks. So for the last sheet for the print and play, I cut them all out. So these are the foul cards right here. So what you'll do is fold them here. And on this side tells you what the different fouls are and what the different penalties are. And when you commit your first penalty, you just turn the card over, that's a penalty. And then when you commit your second penalty, you get to banish and you actually remove one of your pawns from the games. Let's keep one of these for each team. That's per team, not per player. And so this one goes like this. Okay, and so next up, so got the banish cards there. So these are the turn order cards. So turn 1, turn 2, turn 3, and 2, 4. And if you look on the other side of your card movement, it sort of tells you turn over. So let's say team 1 is over there. So they'll be going from there to there. So that means that team 1 will get turn 3. And turn 1. And team 2 will get turn 2 and turn 4 as per the sheet. So what that means is that's the first turn. So the turn actually goes like a double helix. So the turnover goes like this and this so that both teammates can be on the same side of the table. I found through playtesting that when I had them on different sides of the table, the second player didn't really ever have anything to do. So it was really, they were just sort of waiting for the other player to make all the decisions. So having them both on the same side of the table is really important. And like I said, they're going this way. And because this team is going to get the striker card, I'll explain in a second. So as you can see, with the card movement, you can just do like this, just use a regular deck of cards and just use this as a guide, or I included in the print and play. You don't have to print it if you don't want to, but these little slips that you can slide into your deck. If you sleeve your cards, you can slide them in. And so it just tells you exactly what the movement values are. And in the print and play that I put on there, I put that little, like put a little 2 there sort of thing, just so you know which cards it goes into. And so the jokers are the striker cards, which have special values. And so I have these, which if you're not going to sleeve your card, just use the jokers. You can use this as a reference to tell you what the striker does or what the joker does. But if you decide to sleeve the other card, you can just slide this into the sleeve. And these are just regular poker-sized cards. So then you see it looks the same, but then you know it. And like I said, player 1 and player 2 will be given the striker cards before the game begins. So when you're dealing, you'll start from here. So you deal to this place first. The first time around, you'll skip player 1 and player 2 because they'll already have the first card. And then after that, you just go around as normal. And each spot, 1, 2, 3, 4, and the 2 sides will be dealt 9 cards. And I think that's everything. Yeah, so yeah, thank you for playing my game. And I hope this makes it a little bit easier.